Greetings everyone, I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. In this video, I will talk to you about improving your English with others. Social distancing is something that we should be practicing right now for the sake of our own well-being and the sake of our health. But improving your English with others doesn't necessarily mean speaking with someone face to face. In fact, in this video, I will guide you to 5 different but very simple things, tricks that you can use and do from the comfort of your home. So let's start with the first one. Mimic the rhythm. Every language has a musicality about it. You can have absolutely perfect grammar, but if you don't have the rhythm down, you won't have that native sound. So whether you're talking to an English speaker or you're watching TV, look for emphasis, intonation, and emotion. How well can you mimic it? In every sentence, there are parts that are longer, louder, and said at a higher pitch. In the phrase rock and roll, saying rock and roll sounds very strange, but rock and roll sounds a lot more natural. This is the icing on the English cake. Next tip is to observe their mouth movements too. Just as every language has a musicality, it has a tendency to use certain mouth movements as well. You could be making the right sound, technically, but if your mouth is in the wrong place, it won't come out correctly. That's your lips and your tongue for the record. You can't exactly stop someone and ask them about the current position of their tongue, but it is something you can be conscious of in your own language. If you hear someone say a word and you can't mimic it perfectly, experiment. Maybe it just needs to be a bit further back or higher in your mouth. It's in there somewhere. The next trick is to keep a notebook and a pocket dictionary with you. Whenever you're speaking to someone or hear others speaking and you catch a word you don't fully understand, write it down and look it up. Instead of thinking to yourself later that night, man, what was the word again? You'll be able to flip through your notebook and remember. Boom! Learning. I'm sure it's good enough just to write it down and check the meaning. No. You have to use it. You gotta make it a point to use that word you've just learned, or you'll forget it. So later that night or the next day, work it into your speech. Make it part of your own. The next trick is to create reasons to speak English. In order to become more than just a mediocre speaker of English, you have to take control of your life and force English into it. You have to let it infuriate every domain of your life, not just school or in your class, all of them. And how to do that? Here are some ideas. You have friends that are studying English too, right? Form a study group. Even though they are not native speakers, just getting your mind thinking in English is useful. You'll learn from each other and provide a non-stressful environment for learning. You can use Zoom, ZOOM, a platform for forming groups and meetings and having one 40-minute session every week with your fellow students, fellow classmates, fellow colleagues. It will definitely help you improve your English. Another idea is to set up your home as a welcome place for tourists and foreigners looking to get situated in your country. There are a number of websites you can get into, like Airbnb, Couchsurfing, Hospitality Club, Be Welcome, and Global Flea Loaders. Then you will have to speak English at your home. But when the tourists are not knocking down your door, as is the case today, what do? Get on chat rooms, of course, but the safe ones, please. So many people are just looking to talk, and if you find a friend, you can do a video or voice chats too. There are chat rooms dedicated to everything. You don't have to enter a chat room called Strangers 101. Pick an interest of your own and do a quick search for those chattings about it. For example, the e-chat. It is free to use. You chat as a guest, you just type in your username and you chat with other people. If that's not your cup of tea, then how about interactive video games like World of Warcraft or Second Life? You can assume an identity and still hone your skills. Another idea is to get a Penpal. Penpal World and Penpal are two sides you should get to checking out. The person on the other end is probably looking for the same thing you are. Pretty simple to use. penpalworld.com, sign up, and learn. Thank you for watching and listening. Until the next video, take care, stay safe.